Hello everyone. So now we take up the chapter on infrastructure. So infrastructure means anything with which it's a support system for running any institute or for running a country. Like if we talk about our own school, the infrastructure of our school is a school building, the playground, the library, the school office, then the classrooms, yes, the washrooms, all these together make up the infrastructure. We cannot imagine the school running without any of these. Now, the same way for any country to develop, infrastructure is very, very important. Any country which has a strong infrastructure for surely will be more developed as compared to the other country. Yes, so let us see. Infrastructure is what? It refers to the support system of economic and social development of a country. Now, imagine life in the absence of the means of transport and communication. Imagine life in the absence of education institutions, the hospitals, the schools. Yes, so all these together form the electricity, all these together form the infrastructure of a country. So they have given infrastructure. You can also take up this definition. Infrastructure refers to support system of economic and social development of a country. Yes, with which economic growth and social and development would remain will remain to be primitive. Yes. So we discuss these two types of infrastructure in detail now, the social and the economic infrastructure. First of all, we take up the economic infrastructure. Economic infrastructure refers to such elements of support system like power, transport and communication, which serve as a driving force for production activity in the economy. We cannot think of production in any of the sectors, primary, secondary or tertiary, without the help of these, that is the power or the transport or the communication. Abundant availability of power supply would accelerate the pace of production activity for sure, whether it is in the primary sector, in the secondary or in the tertiary sector. Abundant means of transport would facilitate the movement of goods from producers to the consumers. Abundant means of communication like telephonic or the mobiles on the internet, it would facilitate exchange and so on and so forth. So it means that giving the importance of economic infrastructure for running of the country. Then coming to social infrastructure, it refers to such elements of support system like schools, colleges, hospitals and the nursing homes which serve as a driving force for the social development of a country, for the development of the society. The education institutions as well as the health institutions are equally important. So social development refers to human resource development which occurs when there is healthy and efficient workforce in the country. So while economic infrastructure accelerates the process of growth, social infrastructure accelerates the process of human development. So it means both economic and social infrastructure are complementary to each other. One influences the other. They have given in detail here what I have told you. You may just go through this on your own. Now coming to importance of infrastructure. Infrastructure and development. So infrastructure promotes productivity for sure. Productivity in the primary sector. Yes, think of the agricultural produce without the permanent means of irrigation. Agriculture production would then depend entirely on the rainfall. Yes, so irrigation is another means of infrastructure. And irrigation like the tube wells, they are running with the help of what? With the help of power. Power is an economic infrastructure. If there is no power in the villages, yes, where the tube wells are installed, so they will be of no use. But we need tube wells as a permanent means of irrigation. We cannot depend only on the rainfall if we want the output to increase. Then productivity in the secondary sector. You cannot even think of the industries running without power. Yes, without the power and the sources, which are the sources of energy like coal, petroleum and electricity. Yes, the industrial production would then depend upon the wind energy and solar energy, which we cannot think of running the industries with. Then productivity in the tertiary sector. Yes, if in the tertiary sector requires infrastructure, a strong infrastructure, say suppose tourism. Yes, tertiary, for the tourism to develop in a country like ours, yes, or in a state like ours, we require what all? Rapid means of transport and communication. In the absence of rapid means of transport and communication, tourism would exist only for the namesake. they're trying to highlight the importance of infrastructure, whether it is the social or the economic infrastructure. Now coming to the next importance, infrastructure induces investment. Infrastructure helps in investment. A developed network of highways, yes, they will definitely induce investment across all sectors of the economy. If you have good highways in the country, surely the transportation would become easier and the goods and services can flow from one place to the other easily. It's the backbone of the business. The infrastructure generates linkages in production. So development means of transport and communication, developed means of transport and communication, ample sources of energy along with good facilities of banking and insurance would generate inter-industrial linkages. It is a situation where when expansion of one industry would facilitate the expansion of the others. Accordingly, growth becomes a self-propelling activity of change. As one industry comes up, one big industry comes up, it will help so many other ancillary industries also to come up in the adjoining areas, provided there is good infrastructure available in that particular part of the country or the state. Like if you take the example of Gujarat, yes, the infrastructure there is so strong. That is the reason that every district of Gujarat is industrially much more advanced than any district of our state. Yes. Then coming to infrastructure enhances size of the market. We know large scale production is possible only when size of the market is large. Size of the market means when the demand for the commodities is more. Infrastructure enhances size of the market. It was with a view to expanding the size of the market for the British products in India that network of railways was developed. Say suppose the production is carried out, yes, in every part of the country, whether it is in the primary sector, in the agriculture sector or the industrial sector. No, the goods are being produced. Yes, says, but there is no good means of transportation from one place to the other. You cannot think of the consumption of all the agriculture goods, all the industrial goods in that area where they are produced. So they have to be sent to the other parts, they have to be sold in the other parts. But that is possible only if you have a strong transport system. Yes, so it means the size of the market will expand, the profits of the investors will expand only if there is a good there are good roads, there is good transportation system, there is good communication system. Then infrastructure enhances ability to work. So it includes educational and the medical institutions. These institutions promote education, skill formation and healthcare. So these are essential parameters to enhance the ability to work. If a person is sick, yes, he may be having all the educational qualifications, but if he is sick, he will not be able to go to work. Yes, so it means this shows how important the hospitals are, how important the primary health centers are. Yes. Then infrastructure facilitates outsourcing. A country having a good infrastructure like our country emerges as a destination for outsourcing. India is emerging to be global destination for call centers. We have Genpact in our own Jaipur, the study centers and the medical tourism. Yes, all this will be attracted. Yes, only in that country where there is a better or a good infrastructure. Like medical tourism is expanding in our country like anything. No, patients from all over the world, they are coming to India. Yes, the reason being what? We have better medical facilities, we have good doctors, the care taken by the doctors is much better as compared to so many other countries, and the cost on that, the cost is very very less as compared to so many other countries. So this is what is known as medical tourism, attracting the patients from the other countries, yes, for treatment in our own country. Then it attracts, induces foreign direct investment. If we have a better infrastructure, good infrastructure, power is available throughout, then good transportation system is there, insurance system, banking system, all these, yes, if these are available, then the foreign direct investment will also increase in our country. Now